Hey there guys, and welcome to today's video. So today we're going to be doing a head-to-head challenge on my gel press plate of Ranger Alcohol Inks versus Brea Reese. I did my best to get similar colors because I didn't have the exact same one, and I also divided my plate so that we could kind of get a better idea and keep them separate. The first thing I definitely noticed, or the two big things, is Brea's definitely comes out faster from the bottle versus Ranger. You get smaller droplets with Ranger, and you can really see right here off the bat that the colors right from the start from Brea's line are pretty vibrant compared to the Ranger ones. You can definitely see there's a color difference. I did find too that the Brea line takes longer to dry. I'm not sure if there's a higher concentrate of pigments maybe versus alcohol. I'm not really sure, but definitely took longer to dry than the Ranger. So we get a good color swatch. I went ahead and just used my white plaid paint on this to lift our prints. We're not doing anything super fancy today. We're really just playing and seeing which ones we like best and which ones I think work best on our gel press plate. Here is something that floored me. If you work with alcohol ink, you know that it will stain your plate, but the Brea Reese one does not stain your plate. How amazing is that? And look at the color difference. The Brea Reese is definitely more saturated and more opaque. I don't know if opaque's the right word, but it's definitely more saturated. So I thought that was a really interesting thing because we all know that Ranger has been the gold standard for alcohol inks for as long as I can remember, as long as I've been around. So it's been really interesting to play with these. Again, as you can see, it definitely comes out faster, so keep that in mind if it's a product you want to use. So I'm using a pink and a blue and then a purplish pink and a blue because I didn't have the exact same colors. And this time I'm actually using my brayer instead of the Ranger blower to move them around. And again, you can see there's such a difference in the color saturation when it comes to the Brea Reese. And again, used about the same amount of product, and it definitely does take longer to dry. So just keep that in mind. And this is a caramel texture plate, and I'm just using that to do that lift technique to see how well it lifts, and it lifts really well, and it kind of weirdly makes this 3D situation with my lighting, so it gives me a little bit of like a fuzzy situation. It's so weird. And as you can see, I did not wait until the Brea Reese was all the way dry. I thought it was, but apparently I needed a little bit longer because now our white has a little bit of a pink tint to it. But that's okay. We're still playing. We're still having fun. And so you can see that I'm just using my regular digital copy paper and giving it a nice little rub. Um, Look how vibrant and gorgeous those colors are. And again, there's no staining on my plate at all. I'm just fascinated by this because if you guys know, I use alcohol ink a lot, and all of my gel press plates are stained like this bright canary yellow. So that's really interesting to me. Now I just wanted to do one last test with just a single color, and just again test out the drying time, test out the vibrancy. So I just added about the same on each side and use my Ranger blower to kind of move it around a little bit. And here's where I make a little goof. You can see that I must have still had a little bit of that tinted pink paint on my brayer because my background now has a little bit of pink tinted on it, but that's okay. We're not mad at that. And so we're going to do a quick pull here just to kind of get an idea of what it looks like as well with just a single color, and now with a tinted pink background apparently. So I'm just giving it a little rub, and again, you can tell there's a great difference in the vibrancy. Here's a quick little tip. If you ever use alcohol ink on your brayer, just spray it with some alcohol, regular alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, and run it across a blank piece of paper a few times, and then it'll clean it right up. So let's take a look at our prints real quick that we made. Ranger versus Brea, with a single color, with a lift, and with two colors. Now here's the thing that's really crazy. Let's look at the price points. For Ranger, it's $11.99 for 3 bottles, which equals about $3.99 for a 14 milliliter bottle, whereas Brea is $9.99 for 3 and for a 60 milliliter bottle. So if you look at that, it is substantially cheaper substantially cheaper to use the Brea Reese Alcohol Ink because you get so much more per bottle. I was really surprised. Now, these prices are based off of the Blick Art Supply website because it's one of the only places I could find both of them available in that 3-pack. So I hope you enjoyed today's head-to-head battle. Let me know if there's any other products you want a little head-to-head fight on, and I'll be happy to do a video on those too. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have an amazing day. Let me know in the comments what your favorite is. We'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.